Yankees. Nomar, chilly, relaxed before the game. Top of the first. Derek Jeter, normally great, going to the hole. Not here, throws it away. Error on Jeter. Boston would score 2 runs in the first inning. Bottom of the second, Yankees trailing 3-0 already. Scott Brocious batting with a man on first. Brocious hit just .247 during the regular season. Got a good piece of that. World Series MVP a year ago, 3 for 4 in the big game. Yankees cut the lead to 3-2. Bottom of the third. Yankees have runners at the corners. Tino rip on that, and Nomar going up. Nomar zoned in defensively, saved 3 runs with 2 great catches, but he also made 2 errors later on. Bottom of the 7th, Derek Lowe on the hill, Brocious on second. Inside out, Jeter puts that to right field. Trot Nixon out there. We got a play to the plate. Nixon, sensational throw. Jason Varitek there with the ball, beats him there, but the ball comes out. And Brocious goes in. Yankees tie the game at 3 on the base hit. Top of the 10th. Jose Offerman on first, Mariano Rivera pitching. John Valentin grabbing the ball to third. Go to Chuck Knobloch, and in and out of his glove. Umpire Rick Reed said Knobloch was in the act of throwing. Offerman called out. Later, Rick Reed would say he felt awful that he missed the call. They should have never traded that guy. And here's Bernie in the bottom of the 10th.
Swung on a drill deep to center field. Doing back Lewis, still back, looking up. A home run. Bernie Williams.
Bernie Williams ends it on Rod Beck. The Bombers take game 1. Yankees now 4-0 in the postseason. El Duque going 8, giving up 2 earned runs. Merker was solid. Went 4 innings, gave up just 2. Chili Davis 0 for 4 left.
2, third inning, no score. 2 on for Troy O'Leary against David Cone. What's on second? Who's on first? Cone to O'Leary. Eventually, and he's chopping Brock alive. Gone 2, 4th inning, no score. Tino Martinez, your batter. El es une grande hombre. Solo job off of Ramon Martinez, no relations, 1-zip the Yanks. 5th inning, 1 on for Nomar Garcia-Parra, 2 out. O'Leary had struck out twice at this point on deck. The Yankees go to Nomar with first base open. They will pay for their transgressions. Home run. 2-run home run off a Cone. Boston's up 2-1. Say chowda. 7th inning. Red Sox pen warming up. 1 on for Chuck Knobloch. Rips that thing to left. Ricky Leday's coming around to score. Tying this game at 2. 2 batters later, Paul O'Neill struggled against left-handed pitchers this season, but not here. Didn't get all of it, but it did drop. Knobloch coming. Yanks up 3-2. 8th inning. Troy O'Leary's your bat against Mike Stanton. And it's hit well to the wall. Could go over it if only the wall were shorter. They go over this in Tom Emanski's defensive drills video. It's endorsed by Fred McGriff. O'Leary with a double. 4 batters later, they're loaded up for Butch Husky. Ramiro Mendoza. He is choking on a splinter. Yanks get out of the inning. 9th inning. Runners at first and third for Boston. 2-8. Damon Buke is your batter. But Mariano Rivera, he's leaving. That's more beer for us. The Yanks have won their 12th straight postseason game. That's the reception for the Rocket, part of that New England charm. First period, also the first batter. Jose Offerman. Paul O'Neill can't see anything. Wouldn't have got to it anyway. Bonks off the wall. Not a homer, but it's good for a triple, which is actually harder than a homer, isn't it? I was ready for hockey saying first period. John Valentin over a large green wall and left. Say chowda. 2-0 Red Sox, and Valentin's 2-run shot in New York survived the Knobloch error. Kept the deficit at 2. Here's Pedro Martinez. Obstructed viewing at Fenway in far more places than usual because of the sun. Tino Martinez, he can't see it. Chili Davis, he's leaving. That's more beer for us. And Ricky Leday, go away. Pedro struck out the side in the second. Clemens struggling. Hideki Arabu getting some exercise and maybe coming in to pitch. Nomar Garcia-Parra. Bueno. Into the corner. Offerman coming to score. Not pictured a homer by Garcia-Parra. His 7th homer in just 11 postseason games. 4-zip the Red Sox. Clemens is done. Reported back stiffness. Also verifiably lame pitching. Brian Daubach greeting Arabu. Hi. 6-0. Red Sox are in front. Pedro would take it from there. The big lead. He's after Derek Jeter.
Yankee fans say.
And he is shotting Brock alive. Next batter, Paul O'Neill. Swing and a miss. 10th and 11th Ks of the game for him. To the 7th, it's 9-0. Pedro to Tino Martinez again. A Red Sox postseason record, 12 Ks. The worst postseason loss ever for New York, 13-1. You know, the Red Sox over Cleveland was the biggest postseason margin ever in Major League Baseball.
And
Andy Pettit. There he is, focused, because it's the postseason. No score. Yankees giving him some help. Darryl Strawberry with his 7th LCS homer, 3rd all-time on that list. Yanks have 1-0. Now, bottom 2 after a Butch Husky double, Troy O'Leary. O'Leary breaks his back. The flare drops in. Husky, trying to score, bad knee and all, does so to tie up the game at 1. It was 2-1 Boston. Bottom 3, Jose Offerman on at first. John Valentin. Familiar with a green monster. Off it, Chad Curtis, all sorts of trouble. Wendell Kim waving Offerman home. Derek Jeter, the relay, gets him. Take another look. Joe Girardi, great job to tag Offerman. Sox still up, though, 2-1 after 3. Top 4 now. After a Nomar Garciaparra error, he had 2 in this game. Tino Martinez belts one. Off the wall. Bernie Williams scores to tie up the game at 2. You know, Martinez was just 1 for 16 against Brett Saberhagen before that double. Top 4, 2 out, Chad Curtis. Chops it. Low throw by Mike Stanley, and Saberhagen just can't handle it. Martinez would score. Yanks up 3-2 on 2 unearned runs in that inning. Same score, bottom 8, Mariano Rivera on, facing John Valentin. Slow roller, Chuck Knobloch, all over it, right? Tries to tag Offerman. Second base Tim Cheater calls Offerman out on the missed tag. Resulted in a double play. Wait a minute. Huh? What kind of call is that, he says. Top 9 bases full, Yankees up 5-2. Not anymore. A grand slam home run by Ricky Leday. His first postseason homer. And he touched them all against Rod Beck. Bottom 9 now. After another controversial call against Boston, Fenway fans get angry. They throw stuff on the field. The Yankees come out. And then Yankees reliever Jeff Nelson actually tries to go after a Red Sox employee. It was an ugly, ugly finish to Game 4 of the ALCS, which ended in a 9-2 Yankee victory.
Top of the first, Derek Jeter got it. Chuck Knobloch led off the game with a single. Jeter follows with a deep home run to center. First of the postseason, 2-0 Yankees. Bottom of the first, Red Sox threatening. Runners on the corners, 1 out against Yankee starter Duque. And Orlando Hernandez gets Nomar to pop out to Scott Brocious. And Boston would not score in the first. It was still 2-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Pedro Martinez either trying to start a rally or wants more Gatorade. Nomar would reach on an error by Derek Jeter and eventually reach third with 1 out for Mike Stanley, who takes El Duque the other way into right field. Paul O'Neill fields it in right and throws home and holds Garciaparra at third, saving a run. Bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Yankees. Bases full of Red Sox, 1 out after 3 ineffective relievers for the Yankees loaded the bases. Ramiro Mendoza comes in and gets Scott Hatteberg pinch hitting and swinging. Next batter, Trot Nixon, and he pops out to third to end the inning. Red Sox 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position in this game, 6 for 36 in 4 out of the 5 games of this series. George Steinbrenner in full Yankee regalia is loving this, and he'd love this as well. Ramiro Mendoza getting Jason Varitek to fly out to Shane Spencer to wrap up the ALCS in 5 games. And the great season of Nomar and Pedro comes to an end with a hug and an embrace in the Red Sox dugout while the Yankees celebrate the victory in the first ever postseason meeting with the Red Sox and ended a